San Francisco is a truly dominant team this year. They have one of the last undefeated records, and well, every game, Brock Purdy and the offense is putting up 30 points, and the defense is making other teams just look kinda pedestrian. While Christian McCaffrey is putting up insane numbers, and even Brandon Ayuk's looking like a true #1 wide receiver, there's a lot that goes into building a team that can go undefeated to start the season and really just have all the depth San Francisco has. I mean, a lot of their star players are really under radar guys that became stars over time. Brock Purdy, the last pick in the draft. I mean, even Ronnie Bell, 7th round pick, and he's emerging right now. So in today's video, I want to take a step back and look at another potential steal the Niners just got by trading with the Denver Broncos. They traded their 6th round pick and got a 7th and Randy Gregory back. Furthermore, San Francisco has control over Randy Gregory's contract for the next 3 years. And with no guaranteed money left, that means after this year, if they're not impressed, they can cut him or even trade him. Now that we understand the logistical side of Randy Gregory's contract, let's dive a little bit deeper into the former 2nd round pick from the Dallas Cowboys and what he brings San Francisco. Randy Gregory started his life being born into a football family. His father, King Gregory, played football at Northwestern, and soon Randy would follow in his footsteps. Gregory started his football career at Southeastern High School in Fishers, Indiana, where he played both football and basketball. In football, he was pretty absurd. He posted 92 tackles and 17 sacks. Following his senior season, he was ranked as one of the best players in the state of Indiana. Gregory wasn't even bad at basketball either. He also had offers from a couple of D1 schools. But going back to his football offers, according to 24/7 Sports, he had offers from Purdue, Ball State, Illinois, Indiana, and Minnesota. Gregory decided to commit to Purdue, but he wasn't academically eligible to play for them. So first, he needed to attend Arizona Western College to get his grades up. As a freshman in 2011, he had 82 tackles, 9 sacks, 21 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. Gregory, during his 2nd year at Arizona Western in 2012, broke his fibula, and that resulted in him missing the rest of the year. During this year, he also decommitted to Purdue. He was hoping to play under Danny Hope, but Danny Hope was let go before Gregory was ever able to actually work with him. So now Gregory had one offer from University of Nebraska due to his injury, and he took it. During his sophomore season at Nebraska, during 2013, he started 10 of 13 games. He recorded 66 tackles, 19 for loss, 10.5 sacks, 18 quarterback hurries, 1 pass defended, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. In addition to that, he also had 1 interception that he ran all the way back for touchdowns. His 10.5 sacks led the entire Big Ten Conference. He was named the 2013 First Team All-Big Ten selection. He was also Nebraska's defensive MVP. Following his strong sophomore campaign as a junior for Nebraska in 2014, he started 10 of 11 games, making 54 tackles, which was good for 5th on the team. He also had 10 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 16 quarterback hurries, 1 interception, 3 passes defended, 1 forced fumble, and 2 block kicks. After this junior season, Gregory decided to forego his senior season and rather enter the NFL draft. And well, he put up some impressive numbers at the combine. He was truly an athletic. Going into the 2015 NFL draft was seen as a high ceiling, low floor prospect. His high ceiling was mainly due to all of his physical attributes. They truly shined on the film, whether you look at his explosive hips, his speed, or even really how strong he is. It was impressive to watch, but there were concerns to his game, such as a lackluster pass rusher skill set. I mean, it didn't really look all that refined in comparison to other prospects. With all this being said, going into the NFL draft, Randy Gregory was seen as a first-round draft prospect, but he tested positive for marijuana, which led him to slide a lot. Gregory eventually was picked up though by the Dallas Cowboys with pick 28 of the second round. During 2016 all the way to 2019, we truly saw Randy Gregory struggle with the league's substance abuse policy. In 2016, he missed a total of 4 games. Later that year, he just failed to show up to a mandatory drug test, which resulted in him being suspended for the entire 2017 season. He was able to come back on the field in 2018, and it was one of his best years. He played in 14 games, he had 25 tackles, 60 by the NFL, for once again violating the league's substance abuse policy. In 2020, Gregory once again was reinstated. He played in 10 games this year, recording 3.5 sacks, 1 pass deflected, and 3 forced fumbles. Perhaps Gregory's best year came in 2021 though, where he played in 12 games, had a total of 19 tackles, 6 sacks, 1 interception, 1 pass deflected, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. Following Gregory's strong 2021 season with the Denver Broncos. To say Gregory hasn't lived up to that contract would be an understatement. In 2022 all the way to 2023, he's played in 10 games and only has recorded 3 sacks. A big reason why the Denver Broncos are moving on Gregory, they have younger players that are just more effective than him right now. Nick Benito, for example, in week 4 nearly matched Randy Gregory's entire career with the Broncos, having 2.5 sacks and a forced fumble. This brings us back to where we are in present day. The Niners just decided to sign Randy Gregory, but the question is why, and can he actually be successful on San Francisco? The first key thing to look at when looking at this deal is where San Francisco is compared to the Broncos. The Broncos are trying to develop a lot of younger players, where San Francisco is now looking to win a Super Bowl. Additionally, I would say that Randy Gregory fits the mold of who Chris Kasarik wants as a player, and that's a physical freak. You need to look no farther than what one NFC scouting director said. He's super raw, but those physical tools are through the roof. That's why you pay the coaches. Luckily for Gregory, right now it appears that he's entering the best coached defensive line room he's probably ever been a part of. That's largely thanks to Chris Kasarik. While we could talk about his stunts or some of the schematical things he does, I think what he really allows these players to do is play full go. He doesn't make them stop and think too much, but rather San Francisco's scheme is really predicated on getting the most starting role. But if he's able to get in a few plays, maybe even have a few sacks, that is a great thing for the Niners as well as Gregory's career. So these are just my thoughts on Randy Gregory's career, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I also want to apologize for not posting as much recently. I was going through a pretty big family emergency, and it was probably one of the most challenging times in my life. So I really appreciate you guys being supportive and understanding during that process. And as always, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.